Let's be honest, there's nothing more frustrating than feeling like you're meant for something bigger, but having no clue what that something is. Maybe you see people on social media who seem to have it all figured out. They're building their careers, they're starting their businesses, they're living their dream lives. And here you are feeling stuck and asking yourself, what's wrong with me? Why can't I figure my thing out? You probably tried everything. You tried hobbies, you tried courses, you tried self-help books. Maybe you even Googled how to find my passion, hoping for some magical answer. But instead of getting answers, you feel more lost and more overwhelmed than ever. I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you. Feeling stuck doesn't mean that you're lost. It means that you're searching, and searching is not failure. It's proof that you actually care about living a meaningful life. Searching shows that at least you're one of those people that doesn't accept whatever life gives them their way, shows their way, but you're willing to search for something deeper for your own life. Here's the truth. Finding your passion isn't about searching harder or trying everything under the sun. It's about slowing down, shifting your perspective, and taking small, intentional steps towards what lights you up. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do when you're struggling to find your passion. And by the end, you will feel less stuck, more clear, and ready to move forward. Hi guys, I'm Andriana and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my mission is to guide you through the entire journey of self-improvement from A to Z with dedicated playlists for each step along the way. Right now we're in phase 1 of self-discovery, where we have already tackled step 1, which is finding your core values, and now we are finishing up with step 2, which is finding your passion. This channel is here to help you through every step of your self-improvement journey, from healing and growing to becoming your highest self. So I have created a clear step-by-step process so you don't feel overwhelmed by all the information that is out there. My goal is to basically give you a safe space on the internet where everything that you need for self-improvement is simple, is clear, and is all in one place. So I've been in your shoes and I know how frustrating it feels to go through the motions while everyone around you seems to have it all figured out. But here's the good news. You don't need to feel stuck forever. This is not gonna be another cliche video about following your heart. I'm giving you practical, grounded advice that will help you act, not just think, your way towards uncovering your passion. So let's dive in. So let's discuss first why finding your passion feels so hard. We're gonna briefly discuss this section that I have mentioned before in my previous videos about finding your passion because it's relevant with answering today's question, why you're struggling so hard to find your passion. First of all, you are waiting for passion to reveal itself. You've been waiting for that aha moment. You know, that moment where your passion suddenly makes itself known, it's clear, it's undeniable, and everything just falls into place. But the truth is that passion doesn't work like that. It's not something that magically reveals itself one day. Passion often comes after you start taking action, not before. It's not about knowing the perfect thing right away. It's about exploring and letting your excitement build as you go. So if you're feeling stuck, stop waiting for passion to show up and actually start exploring. Is there something you've always been curious about but never tried? You can start simple, like watch a video, read a book about it, sign up for a beginner's class. The key is to start doing and not just thinking of starting. The takeaway here is that passion doesn't arrive fully formed, fully perfect. It's something that you build piece by piece as you take action. And the more you explore, the closer you will get to finding what truly lights you up. The second reason why finding your passion feels so hard is because you're looking for one big passion. So you might be looking for the one passion that defines you, the one that gives your life meaning and solves all your problems. But the reality is that most people don't have a single all-encompassing passion. Passions are often a combination of interests that change and grow with you. Many successful and fulfilled people don't follow just a straight, narrow, certain path. Instead, they explore a variety of interests and they allow those interests to overlap in unexpected ways. Passion isn't about finding one thing, it's about creating a unique mix that feels meaningful to you. So think of your passions like a recipe. You don't need just one ingredient. You need a blend of flavors of foods that work together. Some interests might be the main course, so they might be bigger than others, while others are smaller and they are like the seasonings that add depth. Together they create something that is uniquely yours. So instead of pressuring yourself to find the one, make a list of things you enjoy and you are curious about, even if they feel small or they feel unrelated. Then look for ways to combine them. So let your passions evolve and overlap naturally. The takeaway here is that you don't need to find one singular passion. Instead, allow yourself to embrace the idea that your unique combination of interests and skills can come together and they can create something meaningful. The third reason why you find it so hard to find your passion is that you're focusing too much on the outcome. Let's be real, it's hard not to feel like everything you do needs to lead to something tangible and something amazing. You want a career recognition, some financial gain, some kind of result that justifies all your time and all your effort. But here's the problem. When you focus too much on the outcome, you tend to lose sight of the joy of the process. Passion actually doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't have to lead to a job or lead even to a paycheck. It's enough that it makes you feel alive. Passion is about the act of doing and not about where it takes you. So basically, you need to think of your passion like taking a walk. Sometimes it's not about the destination, it's about actually enjoying the scenery along the way. And not every passion needs to lead to a grand outcome. Sometimes the value lies in how it makes you feel in the moment. So choose one thing that you're curious about and give yourself permission to explore it purely for fun. No pressure, no expectations, just for the sake of doing it. Maybe that's painting, maybe it's learning a new language, maybe it's trying a new sport. So focus on how it feels, not where it might lead. We were taught as children to, learn this language because when you go to university, you're gonna need this language to speak in that country. Go for this lesson because you are gonna need this for your disease. But what about taking lessons just to learn something and explore something and develop yourself through it? Passion doesn't have to be productive or profitable. It can simply be something that brings you joy and it brings you energy. So let go of the need for an outcome and allow yourself to enjoy the process. Now let's go into the main course of this video. What to do when you're struggling. So step number 1 is to stop looking for passion and to start following your energy. So here's the thing about passion. It's not always loud, it's not always obvious. Most of the time, it's subtle and it's a quiet nudge towards something that makes you feel good and that makes you feel energized, that makes you feel curious. So instead of asking the overwhelming question, what's my passion? Start with a smaller one. Start with the question of what energizes me. We often find passion in those moments when we're so deeply engaged in an activity that we actually lose track of time. And this flow state isn't random. It's actually a clue. It shows you where your natural energy and your focus come alive. So for the next week, start paying attention to your energy. Maybe you can keep a journal and you can ask yourself these 3 questions at the end of each day. What gave me energy today? What made me lose track of time? What felt natural, easy, or just plain fun? Look for patterns in these little moments. Maybe you feel excited when you're brainstorming ideas, when you're solving problems, when you are creating something with your hands. These small sparks of energy are where passion begins. They are your compass, they are your sign. You see, passion often grows from these small actions, one step at a time. So think of your energy like a compass. You might not know the exact destination yet, but if you keep following that needle, it will lead you somewhere meaningful. Curiosity is often the gateway to passion. So instead of focusing on finding passion, focus on exploration. Start maybe with small questions like, what am I curious about? And then allow that curiosity to lead you to small wins, which will eventually build into confidence and ultimately into passion. An advanced tip here will be to commit to saying yes. Saying yes to one new thing every week that sparks your curiosity. It could be a workshop, it could be a podcast, it could be a casual conversation with someone that inspires you. These small steps, they create momentum and they open doors that you didn't even know existed. So the takeaway here is that passion isn't something that you wait for. It's something that you go to intentionally uncover by following your energy. Start small, stay curious, and trust that these little steps will guide you in the right direction. Step number 2 is to look for clues in what you value the most. So passion isn't just about what you do. It's about what you care about. The things that you value most in life are often the foundation for what lights you up. So your passion will align with what you find meaningful, whether it's creativity, whether that's connection, whether that's growth, whether that's freedom. True motivation actually stems from 3 things: autonomy, which is the desire to direct your own life; mastery, which is the urge to get better at something meaningful; and purpose, which is the need to contribute to something bigger than yourself. So when you identify what drives you on a deeper level, you start to uncover the direction where your passion is waiting. Ask yourself, what moments in my life have felt the most fulfilling? What qualities do I admire most in other people? What problems in the world am I naturally drawn to solving? What is one thing that I will do even if no one paid me for it? So think of your values as the foundation of a house. So the activities that you choose, whether it's writing, whether that's teaching, whether that's designing, those activities are the walls and the roof. They are the structure. If the foundation isn't solid, the house won't stand. But when you align your passions with your values, you are building something that feels stable and also fulfilling. So write down the top 5 things you care most about, such as it can be creativity, it can be helping others, it could be adventure, it could be learning, it could be growth. Find those top 5 core values. You can look at my core values playlist to help you do that. And after you do that, look at your current daily activities and ask yourself, how much do these actions I do during my day align with my core values? If they don't, then brainstorm ways to bring more of those values into your life. In the book Atomic Habits, the author actually explains that when you focus on identity-based habits, you create lasting change. So instead of thinking, I want to find my passion, think that I want to become the kind of person who explores what excites me. This mindset shift naturally leads to alignment with your values and with your passions. A tip here would be to think about what you will regret not doing. Regret often points to what truly matters. If you will regret not trying something, like writing that book, like traveling, learning that new skill, then this is your sign to start there. So the key takeaway here is that passion isn't always about what you have done in the past. It's also about who you are at your core. So by uncovering your values, you will start aligning your life with what matters most, and also uncovering passions that feel meaningful and authentic. Step number 3 is to let go of the fear of failure. The fear of failure keeps so many people from even exploring their passions. So you might think that, what if I put all this time and all this energy into this and it doesn't work out? What if people judge me? What if this? What if that? But the truth is that failure isn't a dead end. It can be, and actually it is, part of the journey. You can avoid vulnerability when it comes to passion. So that means having to face the risk of failure. And that is one of the cornerstones of personal growth. Passion doesn't live in your comfort zone. It's actually found in the moments when you allow yourself to take risks, to stumble, to fall on your face, and to learn from those mistakes. When I started pursuing one of my passions, I felt paralyzed by the fear of failure. I thought that every attempt had to be perfect. But then I realized that failure doesn't have to be the end. I could see it like a teacher. Every failure can help you realize what you don't like, while another can show you what truly leads you up. So each failure is like a small breadcrumb that is guiding you closer to your destination, which is your passion. So instead of asking, what if I fail? Reframe it to, what can I learn if I fail? So pick one thing you've been avoiding because of fear, break that thing into small, manageable steps, and commit to trying just one step this week. And having in your back of your mind that failure could be part of the process. So the key takeaway here is that failure isn't the opposite of success, but it's actually part of it. Each misstep, each failure is a stepping stone that is guiding you closer to clarity. So embrace failure as your teacher, and trust me, you will find yourself moving towards your passion with more confidence and with more purpose. If you're struggling to find your passion, remember this. You don't need to have all the answers right now. Passion is not about perfection, but it's about staying curious. It's about taking small steps and trusting the process. If you want to further reflect on how to find your passion, I have a step-by-step process in the workbook below where you're going to find a free PDF full of journal prompts and exercises to help you identify clearly what's your passion. So remember, guys, passion isn't a destination. It's actually a journey that unfolds as you grow, and you're exactly where you need to be right now. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.